Hello and welcome. This is Hena Talati and you are watching It's Tomorrow News. The low pressure areas that had formed in the Bay of Bengal intensified into a well-marked low pressure area, furthermore becoming a depression this morning. As expected, the well-marked low pressure area intensified into a depression. This is the maiden depression of this year and also untimely over the Indian waters. The system is little away, about 400 kilometers away from the east coast of Sri Lanka. Earlier, it was expected that it will directly impact the island nation. However, now the steering winds will not allow the storm to make a direct impact over Sri Lanka as was earlier anticipated. Thus, Sri Lanka is expected to be saved from the fierce fury of the storm as models indicate. However, its northern half and the east coast come under the strike range of the system. The depression is expected to intensify further to a deep depression in next 24 hours over Southwest Bay. The sea surface temperature is just above the threshold required for the further intensification beyond even deep depression. Heat potential is just adequate and wind shear is also manageable for its further strengthening. Maiden Julian oscillation is not strongly favorable as it lies in the inner ring with limited amplitude, although not opposing any intensification. Numerical models are in consonance of its further intensification to a deep depression. The clarity of its further strengthening will come in subsequent 12 to 18 hours. However, based on the environmental conditions, its further increase in magnitude and severity cannot be ruled out. Surely, the formation of cyclonic storm in the Southwest Bay at this point of time is climatologically an outlier. Depression is not likely to develop into the storm in the next 24 hours, but the possibility of having one thereafter cannot be ignored. The weather system is heading northwest towards the North Tamil Nadu coast. Peripheral of the system will reach coastline in next 24 hours to spread some clouds. Subsequent 48 hours will bring the system further closer and the coastline between Cuddalore and Chennai across Karaikal and Puducherry will fall in its strike range. Heavy rain and thunder showers accompanied by the squally winds and lightning strike is expected along with and off the coast. Ambiguity remains on its exit track at its stage and needs to be kept under observation for next 24 hours. Storms at this point in time are known to be notorious for defying the timeless track and intensity. Prevailing steering winds influenced by the tropical ridge is not favorable for the system to make any deep penetration over the land. However, the weather system will come close to the coast stormy weather conditions over the north coastal Tamil Nadu and south coastal Andhra Pradesh. Pre-monsoon season begins in the beginning of the March, also known as pre-monsoon cyclone season. Due to the increasing heat potential in the ocean waters, the heat starts building up over the South Peninsula. For the formation of the storm, the shifting of ITCZ, that is intertropical convergence zones, northwards is essential. ITCZ is an equatorial trough that begins to move towards northern hemisphere as the sun crosses the equator. On March 20th, which is the spring equinox, is when the sun passes the equator. Thus, cyclone storms can form during the later half of the March. However, the probability of the formation of the cyclones is very less. In fact, there have been only 5 cyclones formed between 1900 and 2022, out of which not even one made landfall over land as a storm. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.